much for tuning in to Leverage Monthly. Today we have somebody very special for you. We've got John with Tru Treasury. John, talk to us. What is Tru Treasury? Let's just start right off the top of that.
Well, Ann, thanks for inviting me on. Tru Treasury is a QSO that outsources the treasury management business for credit unions. This is industry changing. It does not exist in the credit union industry right now. And our sole purpose for existing is to help credit unions structure and build a treasury management program that's competitive in the marketplace to serve their business members, from small business up to commercial entities. And we're excited to be here to help our credit union clients. The treasury management industry is a complex business. It's an industry that's been dominated by large banks for years. And let's face it, there's a gap that exists between what credit unions can provide their business members versus what banks can provide their business clients. That's why Tru Treasury exists. We exist to resolve that capabilities gap. And we do that in 4 ways. First is through client program support or treasury management program support. And what we do is look at a client's current capabilities and structure an end-to-end treasury management program that can effectively deliver treasury solutions to our client credit unions' business members. However, an effective program is only as good as the execution. And that's where our second and third value propositions or modules that we can deliver our client credit unions. First being in sales support, we provide certified treasury professionals for deal advisory or to engage business members directly to help them set up complex cash management systems, have the working capital conversations. And really at the end of the day, if they're doing their job right, they're automating systems, cash management systems for those members and helping them save money, while at the same time, the credit unions realizing the benefits of that operating relationship. But member experience is really dependent upon how good the support is once they onboard a product. And that's where the Treasury Operations support function of Tru Treasury can help our client credit unions. We help provide implementation projects. We do tier 2 escalations in treasury management support. We do account analysis, billing operations, and a full service of back office functions for our client credit unions related to treasury management services. And then finally, the fourth area that we offer value to our client credit unions is within product management. Treasury Services has a broad swath of products that's changing every day. Tru Treasury has partnered with some of the leading fintechs out there to provide services in a cost-effective way to our credit unions to deliver their business members for a full complement of treasury solutions. And by doing these 4 functions, Tru Treasury really believes that we can help our credit union clients in the industry at large move up the value chain and close that capability gap that exists with banks right now.
All right, so let's take a few steps back. Let's talk about the history of Tru Treasury. Obviously, you're very new. So let's get into how this all came about.
Sure. So the history of Tru Treasury actually predates me quite a few years. We have a very involved ownership group who recognize there is a challenge in the credit union industry. In fact, this history goes back to the 90s when regulation changed. More businesses were open to do business with credit unions for the deal membership rules.
Right.
Lending opened up. Fast forward to the financial crisis, 2008, a lot of businesses, the credit markets froze and a lot of businesses needed financial means. They needed a lifeline, they needed loans, and banks were shut down for business for those businesses.
Tough time.
The credit unions filled this void. And since then, commercial loans and business loans have been a growth engine in the industry. But that's only half of the wallet. That's only half of the needs a business has. There's all these treasury management needs on the other side of credit that include liquidity, payments, receivables, optimizing cash flow, optimizing working capital. And there's a big gap and an opportunity for the credit union to service this space. Our ownership group recognized this and they spent 2 years researching this opportunity, the opportunity for credit unions to operate in this space, and they determined we need to put a QSO around this. We need to start helping the credit union industry move up the value chain and business members it serves, and quite frankly, start competing with banks in this space so they can offer their commercial business members who have credit value-added treasury management services.
Okay, so talk to me like I'm really, really super young, like maybe 8th grade. I go into a credit union and I say, I've got a small business and a small business idea, and I want to get started. How can you help me, my credit union? What can the credit union say to them as far as Tru Treasury goes?
Great. So the credit unions say, not only can we provide you with your credit needs, but we also have treasury consultants who can work with you to optimize your cash flow. They can make sure that you're most efficient, that you're saving money with your payments and receivables, and they can make sure that you're set up in a way that can help you grow your business.
Perfect. So let's say I walk into my credit union and I have a small business. I'm actually surviving the pandemic, but just barely. Is there anything Tru Treasury can do for a business that's there, but struggling right now?
Yeah, absolutely. So we have treasury consultants that work on behalf of our client credit unions that'll work with those businesses to help to review their current cash management systems. And when I say cash management systems, I'm talking about their payables, their receivables, their digital presence, the treasury management products they have to enhance their working capital, and they'll do a review. They'll work with that business member to do a review and then optimize that to see, hey, where can we save this member money, either with increased operational efficiency, lower prices, or just with products that'll help them enhance their ability to manage their cash.
Wonderful. Awesome. So if there's one thing you need all credit unions to know about Tru Treasury, one thing, what is it?
So what's in it for the credit union? Why does partnering with Tru Treasury make sense? And I'll tell you, it really comes down into 3 main value propositions that we're interested in delivering to our client credit unions. The first is quite simple, is capabilities. And when I say capabilities, I'm not just talking about treasury product capabilities. I'm talking about treasury advisory expertise, bringing that CTP function, that professionalism, sales execution, and product services to arm our client credit unions with to be able to deliver to their business members. The second value proposition is really a no-brainer. It makes sense. This is why a lot of treasury programs exist at banks, and that's treasury fee income or non-interest income and deposit expansion, lower cost of funds. Treasury programs account for a large portion of non-interest incomes with well-developed treasury management programs, and we're committed to bringing that to our client credit unions. And then the third value is really this: those credit unions that are interested in growing and building their business services, their treasury management program, Tru Treasury can help those credit unions do it with greater economies of scale. If a credit union tries to self-source, they got to invest in the talent, set up the process, learn the business, and deliver to their members. With Tru Treasury, our client credit unions get the collective value of a footprint, a larger footprint, and economies of scale. We've worked out fintech partnerships. We know what processes work. We have talent that can help deliver these solutions to your business members. And between capabilities, deposit and fee income, and economies of scale, Tru Treasury is really filling a need in the credit union space right now.
All right, wonderful. That is great. Anything else that you'd like to say in closing, John?
I just want to say how excited we are to be operating in the credit union space. We've got very competent treasury management consultants who are on staff, available to start working with you, with your members, to structure an optimal treasury management program for your credit union.
All right, John, if anybody wants to get a hold of you, what do they need to do?
You can go to trutreasury.com. You can reach out to me directly at john.ballantyne@trutreasury.com. And you can, of course, always call your local league representative who can introduce you to us.
All right, wonderful. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for tuning in.